I am right behind you. This is Twisted Mysteries. The fear is real.
I haven't seen the sun in 3 days, or maybe 4. Really, time stops mattering when the woods start watching. It wasn't just the isolation that got to me, not just the hunger or the cold. It was the feeling, the absolute certainty, that I wasn't alone out there, not even for a second. It started simply enough. A weekend trip, a break from the city noise. I picked a national forest known for its trails, nothing too extreme, just a couple of days hiking, clearing my head. I'd done trips like this before. I felt prepared. I had my pack, my map, compass, enough supplies for 3 days, maybe 4 if I stretched it. The first few hours were perfect. Blue sky above the canopy, the clean smell of pine and damp earth, birdsong, the satisfying crunch of leaves under my boots. I was following the marked trail, felt good to just walk, no distractions. I remember thinking, this is exactly what I needed. The woods felt peaceful, inviting. Around midday of the first day, I saw something off trail. Just a flash of color, maybe a unique rock formation or a strange plant. Curiosity got the better of me. Just a few feet, I told myself. I'll just check it out and hop right back on the path. Getting back wasn't as easy as I thought. The brush was thicker. I couldn't see the trail anymore. Okay, I thought, no problem. Compass. But when I pulled it out, the needle was just bouncing, spinning wildly, not settling north at all. I shook it, tapped it. Nothing. Dead. Then the panic started. A cold knot in my stomach. I tried shouting, "Hello? Is anyone there?" The woods just swallowed the sound. There was no echo, no response. Just the rustling leaves, suddenly sounding like mocking whispers. I tried to retrace my steps, but every tree looked the same. Every patch of ground felt alien. The woods had closed in behind me. Time became distorted. Hours felt like minutes, then dragged like days. I stumbled around, increasingly desperate. I tried to follow streams, look for landmarks. Nothing worked. And then the light started to fade, rapidly. Under the thick canopy, dusk turned to oppressive blackness in minutes. Finding shelter was a scramble, just a spot under a thick fir tree, huddled against the cold. The forest at night is different. The sounds are sharper. Twigs snapping felt like footsteps. The wind sounded like sighs right next to my ear. Every rustle made me jump. I tried my phone again. Still dead. No signal. Just the dim screen mocking me. That's when the second layer of fear set in. Not just fear of being lost, but fear of what was out there with me in the dark. The feeling wasn't going away. It was growing. The feeling of being watched. That first night was just the start. Sleep was impossible. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt it, something nearby. Listening, I started hearing things that weren't just night sounds, low humming sounds that vibrated in my chest but didn't seem to come from any direction. Footsteps that circled my makeshift camp just at the edge of the darkness, but would stop the second I froze and listened. On the second day, things got worse. I was trying to make my way downstream, hoping it would lead somewhere, anywhere. I saw something on a tree trunk, a symbol. Not carved with a knife, it looked grown into the wood, like the tree itself was marked. and the symbol felt wrong, primal. It wasn't just vandalism. Later, I found my water bottle. I'd specifically put it deep inside my pack after refilling it. But there it was, sitting upright on a fallen log maybe 30 feet ahead of me, just waiting. I know I didn't put it there. My pack was still on my back. That's when I knew. This wasn't just getting lost. Something was playing with me. The woods weren't empty. They were occupied. At this point, I started wondering if I was losing my mind or if something was really out there. Have you ever had an experience that made you question reality? Let me know in the comments below. That feeling of being toyed with escalated. The third night was different. The sounds weren't distant anymore. They were close. Whispers, yes, but clearer now, like multiple voices just below the threshold of understanding all around me. And the shape, I saw it. Standing maybe 50 feet away, just beyond the weak light of the small fire I'd managed to start, was a shape. It wasn't a bear, not a person. Too tall, too thin, merged with the shadows of the trees. It didn't move like an animal. It swayed slowly, like a reed in water. And I felt it looking at me, not with eyes I could see, but with an intensity that burned. I scrambled back, away from the fire, deeper into the dark, praying it hadn't seen me retreat. But it followed. I heard the branches snap. Closer now, moving fast, faster than anything natural. The whispers intensified, swirling around me like they were trying to trap me. I just ran, blindly, tripping, falling, scraping myself raw. Didn't matter, just had to get away. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs gave out. I collapsed next to what felt like a sheer drop, panting, sobbing. The sound stopped. The chasing sounds, the whispers, gone. Just the sound of my own ragged breathing. And then just above me, I heard a single twig snap. Very, very close. And felt something cold touch my ankle. That was the peak. That was the moment I knew I might not make it out. I don't remember much of what happened next. Just a blur of primal terror, scrambling, adrenaline. Somehow, I pulled myself away, kept moving, purely on instinct. The cold feeling on my ankle lingered for hours. Eventually, late on what I think was the fourth day, I stumbled out onto a road, a small paved road. I just collapsed on the asphalt, tears streaming down my face. A car found me about an hour later. They said I was miles from where I should have been, miles from any marked trail, like I'd been led there, then spat back out. What are your thoughts on what could have been in those woods? Have you ever felt a presence in nature or had an unexplained encounter that stayed with you? Please share your own stories or thoughts on what might be in those deep, dark woods in the comments below. I read everyone. Don't wander off alone. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on so you don't miss my next horrifying story